What's up, guys? Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey, and in this video I want to show you one of my favorite warm-up drills. This can be done full ice or half ice, and I'm going to show you both variations. Super simple. This is called high-low shooting, and basically we set up, this is the full ice version first. So in the full ice version, you're going to have 4 lines. You've got some players in each corner, and then you're going to designate this will be a high line, and this will be a high line. You can see I've got it written down in here. If you've got like those ice markers, I just write it down. Like I'll just put an H for high and an L for low. This is a low line. This is a low line. You can see each line's got pucks. So on the whistle, the first player out of each line goes all at the same time. I'm going to show you the low lines first. So the low line will come up full speed up to the low set of cones, the closest set of cones to that line. And the idea is you want to take an angle where you can keep your feet moving through the cones. So it's full speed, quick step crossovers through the cones, up and around, and then explode, drive down in. And you're going to take a shot from just inside the top of the circles. Okay. Now, at the same time, the high line has gone, and the high line is doing the exact same thing, but they come up to, you probably guessed it, the middle set of cones. So the middle set of cones, they come in full speed, zigzag through the cones, and keeping their feet moving the entire time, come in just inside the top of the circles, and then they rip a shot. And so what happens here is if you do this right, it's great, quick feet, high-speed warm-up for the players. They get some shooting in, and then the goalie theoretically should be taking shots coming side to side to side to side, right? And the reason why is because if you've got a full team and most of them are about the same caliber of play, like the same speed, nobody blows a tire, falls down or anything, the low line should finish first, and then they take the shot just before the high line comes in. And so the goalie should be, fielding a shot from one side, fielding a shot from the other side, and it goes like that. Now, we're going to beef it up a little bit. If you remember, we've got both sides going at the same time. And so the low line on the other side, in fact, I'm going to change the color just so we don't get too mixed up here. Low line from the other side is coming up around the low set of cones, full speed through, and coming in for the shot. And then the high line is doing the exact same thing, coming the opposite way. I'll draw the shots in here in a second. But the high line is coming through. Now you'll notice there is a little bit of crisscross in the middle. There's some overlap in that high line. If both of the high line players are about the same speed, it works out perfectly, and they just kind of crisscross as one's coming through this side, the other one's coming through the other side, and they don't cross paths. However, if one is slightly slower than the other, then yes, you're going to have to keep your head up in the middle, and that's a good thing. So we want to have that full speed, quick feet, let the puck lead the way through the cones, keep your feet moving through the cones, and keep your heads up as you're going. Let's make sure that we finish this off with a shot. So the low line will come in and take the shot first, then the high line comes in and takes his or her shot second. And that's that. Now you can say we want them coming in just inside the circles, or you can say keep the shots just outside the circles. Whatever the timing makes sense for your players and for your goalies. We do want the goalies able to feel these shots and go side to side a little bit there. Now, so that's that. If you're in a half ice situation, the modification is super simple. Let me just get rid of some of these lines. Obviously, you're not going to be running out of the far side. So what we do is we'll just get rid of all of this. And all we do is just basically just bring it in a little bit tighter. And so we go like this, and I'm not sure if this is, hold on one second. Let me see if I can highlight all of this. Yeah, so we'll just basically just bring it in just inside the red line. So anytime you're in a half ice setting, I always tell my players, we want to be good neighbors. So set this up so that you're not overlapping into the other team's side. But yeah, all you do is compress it a little bit, just bring it just slightly inside. You don't have the same, heads up through the middle that you would in a full ice because you don't have guys coming from the opposite direction. But this is still good enough to get the job done. And that's it. So high-low shooting, this is a fantastic drill to get your players warmed up at the beginning of practice. And make sure you visit us at weisstechhockey.com for more drills, skills, and other hockey material that'll help you in your coaching.